Hey guys, welcome back to my Brothers Apart Devlog series. This is number 19. So this week I'll go over what I did with the game. It really wasn't a lot of exciting stuff, but we went into Solace and we gave everybody who has a character a house. I've got something stuck in my keyboard here. So we gave everybody a house. I'll show you quickly here. So this is Steph's house. Steph is one of the two guards here. This was Norvin right here. So Norvin lives in this house. Previously, there were 2 bedrooms for his parents and 1 for him that were just blacked out. So now I've gone in and just given them rooms. Let's see if I can open it up here. Norvin. As you can see, they've got their own bedrooms now that black out when you're not inside of them. What else? Oh, and Malik. So he lives here. He's the wood chopper guy. So you can see he's got his own nice little house, and in his bedroom there with his axe. So he's got his own house, and that was really it. So I gave them all pathing. So now they'll all, and that was kind of the bigger problem with them, is now that they've got their own houses. I already had them leaving the house and coming back home, but I needed to have them go into the house, so inside of the house room, go to bed, wake up and appear out of bed, and leave the house at their designated times. So now I've got an entire town filled with people. Every building has a person in it, or several. Now what I've got to do is, let's just run the game. Now what I've got to do is clean up the code. So I'm trying to streamline the creation process of these NPCs for the next couple of towns, because when it comes down to creating all the pathing for each individual one right now, it's just kind of a mess. The character object, I'll show you here before I get into it. Just kidding. I'm going to go in here and turn down the music really quick. There we go. So inside the character, room will start. All the create events happen for every character. What it does in here, well, I can't show you her because I'm working on her, and it's not done yet. I'll show you a normal character. So it's going to inherit all of the NPC variables, initialize all of its own sprites, and then it goes through this really ugly process of saying, if I was created in the top corner of the room, which happens sometimes based on certain things, it will set its text. But here's one that's ugly. So if it's between, well, that comment is wrong, but if the hour is greater than 9 or less than 6, here's the X and Y, state sleep. If the time is greater than 6:30 or greater than 7, and the hour is less than 7 a.m., then it's going to go through where he should be during the day. So I'm just trying to make it so that I can put all of that information into a bit more of a concise setup. Hopefully this FPS isn't killing me. I noticed last video that the lag was just terrible, and it actually affects the video, so I'm like skipping and being all choppy. So I'll show you really quick this house. And I think it's because I'm off of my power supply, which puts my computer into kind of a power saving mode. So this is, what's her name's house? Her house, Steph's house. And then inside Norvin's house, we've created those rooms. So we got a couple rooms here. I don't think, well, that's kind of weird. Run into the wall there, that's kind of ugly. That's okay. So this is Norvin's house. Here's Norvin's dad, Butch. Hey, Leia, who brings you here? You make sure Marvin, no, it's supposed to be Norvin. You make sure Norvin stays out of trouble, would you? Of course I will. So I'm a nice person. Here's Norvin. Staying out of trouble? Hey. What was the other house? Oh yeah, Malik. So he's over here. And I must have screwed up his pathing somehow because he's supposed to be chopping wood. So let's just see what he's the last guy I actually modified. So is he in bed? What are you doing in here? After a long day of chopping wood, I like to relax. These old bones are tired. It has not been a long day. Malik. Maybe he leaves at 9 a.m. Maybe I lied. Nope. No, okay. So he's got some things going on. What if I come back out? Oh, there he is. So there's little things. So now that I've got everybody's pathing proper, I'm going to streamline the whole process by just going and exit out of that. I'll show you Valerie where I've started. I'm just going to set up scripts within the create event. Okay, so here's all the baloney that she would normally go through when she wakes up and becomes a NPC. But what I want to do is tell her initially, this is all of the positions that I should know. Time to leave the house, time to walk home, homeroom, and I'm going to create a script that just I can slap into any NPC and it will read all those variables and know what to do. I'm just running into a problem because not every NPC is going to use the same room. So I've got homeroom set up because obviously Valerie's got her own home. I'm just trying to think of a way that I can also add in the town, but the town isn't going to be the same for every character. So yeah, I'm just kind of at a hurdle, just trying to figure it out logically. And then once I've got all those variables set up, I can create a script in the beginning, and then in my control object right here, control room. So within this one, this is the one that will it will tell the game where to create characters. So every now and then it's looking for, if the room is in Solace, it's looking for specific times to create people. So when they're exiting their houses and all that. So I think I'm actually going to take that code out because this is running every frame. And I'm going to take that code out, jam it into a script, and make it run once every game minute. So instead of running once every frame, which is happening 60 times a second, it will only happen once every 3 seconds. So once every 180 frames instead of 60 times per second. Yeah, so that ought to not speed things up because this really isn't that heavy of code to do. It's really just running through ifs, and 99% of them are just going to be zeros. It's going to say negative, negative, false, 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 false. Run through it really quick. So that's what I'm going to do. My next task is to streamline. And really, I've got everything kind of set up. So once I've got it streamlined, I'm going to really pretty the place up. I've been kind of debating whether I'm going to redo these trees, Noita gave me some ideas for these tree objects, so you might see that coming up. They might light on fire, so keep that in mind. The grass probably at some point is going to be flammable. If you play my game Brother, the grass was flammable in that game, so that's kind of something I want to do. But yeah, if you have any suggestions or comments or questions, leave a comment and like the video if you don't mind, and follow me along on here. Subscribe if you want to see the game come to life. So I will see you guys next Sunday. I've also been playing a lot of paper.io on, I'm just going to show you, because if I'm doing it, it has to be fun, right? I found a use for Microsoft Edge, by the way. It plays paper.io without crashing. So I've got that going for me. If you've never played this game, it's hilarious. So I've changed my name to Vote Biden, mostly just to trigger people, just so that when I destroy them, they're like, Vote Biden again. But you just get your little area, and you can go into other people's area and get it. And the goal is to get 100% of this big circle in the bottom. I'm Canadian, so I don't care who you vote for. I'm sure it affects me in some way, but exercise your right to vote. The only way we can change. Oh, look at that! Esther Beharahan killed me. The only way to make change is to exercise your rights. So go and vote and pick somebody who's not evil. So that's my little spiel. Now I'll let you go. I'll see you next Sunday. Ciao.